It's funny because this is something that I need to tell myself sometimes. And here I am telling other people. But you know what? I'm not better than anyone else by a long shot. I just might be the person telling you what you want to hear right now, what you need to hear right now. And you know what? That person might be me one day. I might be going back to listen to this. I do that with my music. I mean, God, the last time I recorded a song was 7 years ago, maybe. And I still go back and I listen to that shit, like, on a semi-regular basis. But guys, I just want to tell you, never give up. I think I've said that before in another video already, but I can't tell you enough and how important it really is. I've been going through this thing. So when the new year started, because it's 2021, so now we're at the end of March. So when the new year, oh my God, we're at the end of March. So when the new year started, I was dealt some really shitty news. Nobody died. Everyone's healthy, so that is great. But it's, outside of that. And I knew that like the months ahead were gonna be really hard. And already, I had plans like to quit smoking weed, plans to quit or not quit, lose weight. And I feel like my face does look a little thinner. Thank God for that. But I have another business called Boston Segway Tours, right? So I have Boston Segway Tours and I have Business Builders. And Business Builders, obviously, if no one knows the story, it's, like a spin-off of A2C Web Design and SEO. After I'd gone through a lot of things and realized that there's something missing that I should try to offer. So I've been working on this Business Builder shit for months. These videos are hard, man. Like, not hard, there just needs to be so many. And I'm trying to create a lot of content. So anyway, I don't want to get off topic. I was faced with all this shit. And along the way, I have been dealt a lot of rejection, a lot of bad news, a lot of discouragement. But every single day, I still, as hard as it is, I force myself out of bed. I force myself to work out every morning. I force myself to just go with the motions. And even if I just have to take one tiny little step, if that's what I need to get going, I just do that. I know that I could just do one step and it leads to another and to another and another. And so what I'm saying is, I get that it gets overwhelming. I get that the shit is fucking hard, especially when you have no money. It feels impossible. I get that it feels hopeless sometimes and you just want to give up and you feel like it's never gonna happen for me. I have been working on because to get Boston Segway Tours back and running, so first off, that unfortunate news was that I'd spent 6 months negotiating a deal to sell Boston Segway Tours and then never did. And after a while, I started to make plans like what I'm gonna do when I sell it and my life going forward after that. And fucking change of plans, I guess, huh? I don't know, keep going. But I mean, the thing is that we just dealt with coronavirus. So how the fuck am I gonna get Boston Subway Tours back up and running? It's gonna be almost fucking impossible. And I knew that there'd be no way I could do it without getting some kind of financial assistance. And so I knew that these PPP loans would probably be the best, most realistic option for me. And after like 2.5 months of going at it, today we got funded. I have been watching videos every day, looking at news articles constantly, multiple times a day, trying to follow up on everything and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And I applied so many places and finally was able to lock in. But the thing is, though, is I was able to figure it out without the PPP loan. What I did is we never got our stimulus checks this whole time. Even though we filed our tax returns for 2018 and 2019, the thing is we did it paper. And I guess the 2019 we filed late, because we do that late every year just because how the business goes. And when we filed the late return for 2019, we were in the middle of 2020 and things were already bad with the IRS. So we still haven't even gotten the refund on that money yet, which I'm waiting for. But because we had never gotten the first two stimulus checks, I figured out that if we file the 2020 tax return, they'll have our, and if we do with the PIN, so it's all online and everything's done digitally through, mobile, through, bank deposit and all that. Now they have our bank info. They have, latest this and that and the other. But I filed the tax return and it got us the fucking first 2 stimulus checks, the first 2 rounds for me, my wife, and our kids. And then, because I had filed it early, and then that third one came around, we got that one, which was huge compared to the other 2. And then that suddenly gave me the money that I needed. So what I did is, because we won't be able to stay in our old location for Boston Subway Tours, I had to find a new one. I found a place that was not far, that was still visible, in a good place with decent foot traffic, and less than half of the old rent. So this place is $3,000 a month. And so by getting those stimulus checks, holding on to the money, then getting that third one, I had the money I needed for the first month renter's fee deposit. And I'm gonna go tomorrow to sign the lease. And even if we didn't get this PPP deposit today, I still would have had the money. And it would have been tight, and I still would have been able to pay rent in another week for my home, but it all would have been really tight, but I could have done it. But now I've got this PPP. Oh my God, it's like so much stress, so much weight has been lifted off of my shoulders for now. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, guys, I've been going months, fucking broke, just running in place, and just barely paying the bills, barely. And it started to feel hopeless after a while, especially getting a second round of PPP. It's like, we need that fucking shit. But, and then I thought we were never even gonna get it. But now that I'm gonna get into now that I'm gonna get into this new space, now that we're gonna get into this new space, I'm gonna flip open the reservation system, because we need to have a location to tell people to meet us, right? So, trying to open the reservation system now, and I'm ready to start taking reservations. And now we're gonna have money flowing, and that will hopefully answer all the other problems coming forward. So I'm gonna do workers' comp. I'm gonna have to do insurance. I'm gonna have to pay Segway license fees. And so at one point it felt so fucking hopeless. And now there's hope, man. And today is just like a cause for celebration for me. And that's why I wanted to shoot this video, because I want to tell you guys, like, I felt hopeless over these last few months, if not longer. And, but especially when I found out that we weren't selling Boston Segway Tours. And now here I am. Yeah, that was bad, but now it's opened up other doors. And guess what? By me going to do this, and reopening Boston Segway Tours, when I go to sell it, I'm going to be able to sell it for even more than what I was asking before. And so that is what I'm working towards, going for that payday down the road. And so, guys, anything's possible if you can dream up how to do it. Or if you just have the will and the determination to just do it and do it and do it and go and go and go and go and day after day chip away. Because I mean, there's so many times where I felt like nothing is getting done. But then when I look back at all my notes, see all these things scribbled, or like, see all this stuff, you start to look back and you see stuff is getting done. Stuff is getting done. And then when something big happens, like last week we got that stimulus, we fucking, we got the okay for the fucking, to move forward on the lease. You know, we got good news on the insurance. Like, everything's going forward. And then just a couple days ago too, on a side note, also felt like nothing's happening with me losing weight. I mean, I've been trying for months, and you know, I'm not perfect. You know, I have my moments. I usually every Saturday I just throw everything out the window and I eat whatever the fuck I want. But now it seems lately more and more every Saturday in recent weeks, I feel more and more guilty about it, and I try to chill even more and like eat less and, you know, all that. And so, but what I'm getting at is the other day I felt like I had, dude, for like a month, I was not losing any fucking weight, and I didn't look like I was losing any weight. And then like after a month or so, I started to feel like I lost weight, but I couldn't see it on the scale. And then just yesterday, all of a sudden, literally in one day, because I weigh myself every day, in one day, I was 5 pounds less. I don't fucking know. And then today, another pound or two. Like, I guess a pound and a half, somewhere in there. But before I lost that 5 pounds out of nowhere, I felt it, and I knew that I was losing weight, and I don't know what's going on and how it's all working, because I not only am I doing like cardio stuff, but I'm doing like, you know, lifting weights, and I'm thinking maybe the weight is going into my muscles, and that's been like, but I'm also losing fat, and so that's why the weight just stays the same the whole way. I don't know, but all of a sudden I've lost almost 7 pounds in the last couple of days, and I definitely feel a lot better. I know I look better. I'm looking at, like, I'm not there by any means, and have not met my goal, but I look at myself and say, I see a difference, a big difference. And I'm excited, I'm gonna keep doing this. And that's how it is with all these things, you know. After a while, you feel like you're never gonna fucking get there, and you're just like, I'm about to just give up on this shit. But then, if you just go a little bit longer, it's like that stupid picture with the two guys digging underground, looking for diamonds, and the one guy gave up when he was just that far away, and the other guy went that little bit further and got all the diamonds. It's literally just like that, and you just gotta keep going. So I force myself to go Monday through Friday. Soon I'm gonna have to work 7 days a week, but you know, I do the Monday through Friday things because I want to spend time with my wife and kids on the weekends, because it's really precious to me to do that. But Monday through Friday, man, it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter how much. Almost every day I don't want to do anything because I'm still trying to get out of like a depression kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, you go and you go and you go. And you just feel like nothing's getting done. You feel like it's never going to happen. Like, what is going on? And then one day, a bunch of great stuff starts happening. And you realize, goddamn, now I've scratched that surface. I want to rip all this. I want to see what's underneath and get in there and like, and follow that. Whatever good thing that is. I want to keep following that. And it's happening with the business. It's happening with the weight. It's happening, you know, I guess it feels like all around because my business is my life. And so, super excited, but I will say this, guys. So I did officially quit smoking weed, and I did it right on New Year's Day, just like, you know, like I smoked leading up to New Year's and I stopped right on New Year's Day. I was totally good about it. I went about 2.5, 3, what is it, end of March? Oh my God, yeah. All of January, all of February. So like 2 months and a week, probably 2 months, something like that. And it's been about 2 weeks I've been smoking. So yeah, maybe 2.5 weeks. I'm sorry, 2.5 months. And then I just couldn't fucking sleep. And so, went to the weed shop, bought some fucking weed, got some little bit of hash, so that's like my killer. Like, like I'll smoke a little bit of the bud, tiny bit, and then I throw a little, even tinier bit of hash on top of it, and I'll smoke all it mixed together in, like, you know, it's not even a real bowl size. It's like a half of a bowl. I mean, I barely need anything. But I mix the two, like really strong shit with really strong hash and a little mix. Fucking knocks me out. It's the most amazing thing. It knocks me out and I am asleep for a good 6 hours. I wake up, it's, you know, a couple hours before I'm supposed to wake up. And then I kind of just keep going and I ride it out. So I might wake up once or twice after I'd gone about 6 hours with solid sleep straight through. Before that, I was waking up every 30 minutes, probably all night. Like, there were some nights just recently when I had quit. And after the first month, it started getting easier again. It was fine. But even past that first month, I was like, I would like go to bed at, like, I'm trying to go to bed 9 o'clock every night, make that my bedtime, right? And then I would wake up like and think, oh God, what is it like? Oh, you know, is it like 1 or 2, hopefully maybe 3 o'clock in the morning? I woke up, it was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, it's still the same fucking day as it was when I went to sleep. It's like I'm not even in the next day yet. And I was like, oh, I can't keep doing this. I gotta sleep. And so I think that was when it was like, cause like, dude, waking up every 30 minutes, it just doesn't work for me, man. I need to get my rest in order for me to go and kick ass. And so, like, I used to do 6 hours. And then I was trying recently with all this stuff going on. I was like, okay, I used to do 6 hours when I was younger. I'm gonna try 7 hours and do that in between. And then I realized that I need 8 hours. And so that's what I do. I sleep 8 hours every night, like clockwork. And it's fucking great. So anyway, guys, this video is almost 20 minutes now. I just wanted to tell you, like, you're not alone. And if you're having struggles in business, boy, you are not alone at all. Trust me, because I am right there with you. You want to keep seeing how the journey goes, just subscribe. And if you get any value out of what I give you, go ahead and subscribe. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again. Have a great day.